Hello, hello, what's up, tribe? Welcome back to the mat, and welcome to a new moon practice to twist towards our intentions. The new moon is a beautiful time to set new intentions for the lunar cycle. So the idea is to bring these intentions into life, to manifest throughout the course of the lunar cycle, which is about a month long. I'll post some blog posts in the description below with a bit more information if you'd like to read more about the lunar cycle, the new moon, and what all this intention setting business is about. But for today, I invite you to set an intention that you'd like to work towards over the next few weeks. And in practice, we will be twisting towards those intentions. So lots of twisting for today. I am going to recommend that you have at least one yoga block handy. If you've got two, then have two nearby, but at least one yoga block will be helpful for today's practice. Other than that, all you'll need is your yoga mat. And before we dive right in, if you haven't joined us in the online tribe, click the link in the description below. Come on in and join us. Alrighty, let's get started. Go ahead, unroll your mat, and I will meet you coming to lie back all the way on your back, just like your Shavasana. Alrighty, so coming all the way onto your back. Like I said, just like Shavasana, you're gonna extend the legs long. And the hands can rest wherever feels most comfortable. So if it feels comfortable to bring them onto the belly, or if you'd like to leave them next to your body, wherever feels okay, allow the hands to rest there. We'll take a few minutes here. Closing down the eyes, taking the attention inward. And setting our intention for the coming weeks. This can be a project that you'd like to work on and complete. It can be a goal. It can be a characteristic or something you're trying to embody. Whatever it is, something you'd like to work on, to work towards. The new moon is a powerful time for setting these intentions. And then over the course of the lunar cycle, we work towards them, allowing the energy of the moon to propel us in our endeavors. And start to bring a bit more depth and length to your breaths. And if you're familiar with Ujjayi breath, you can begin to turn that on now. Bringing that slight constriction to the back of your throat, creating your audible breath, and giving your breath a voice. Tune into the sound of that voice, the voice of your breath. And then from here, keep your Ujjayi breath going. See if you can keep it throughout practice. Extend the arms long overhead. Bring the feet to touch. Take a really nice long stretch. And then we'll find a side bend with this stretch. So from here, go ahead and walk both of your feet over towards the left hand side, and then take both hands and take them over to the left as well. So you're creating a crescent moon shape with your body. So both shoulders or shoulder blades remain on the earth and both hips stay on the earth. So you're still flat. You're just in this kind of half moon shape. And if you'd like to intensify, you can cross the ankles, putting the right leg over the left. And as you breathe into the right side of the body. And go ahead and come back to center. And then we'll take it to the other side. So bringing the feet over towards the right hand side of your mat, and then bringing the hands to the right as well. Again, keeping the body as flat as you can. Maybe crossing left ankle over right as you find space along the left side of the body. And then coming back to center. Go ahead and bring the knees in towards the chest. Give them a loving squeeze here. And then bring soles of the feet flat on your mat. And open your feet about as wide as your mat. And we're going to windshield wiper the legs over towards the right and the left, right and left a few times. Starting to find that twisting action in the spine with some gentle movement. And now the next time your knees drop over towards the left, allow them to stay there. Make sure that the right shoulder is staying down on the earth. Coming into this really gentle twist. And then taking the knees up and over towards the right. Go ahead and lift back up to center. Hug the knees in towards the chest. And I want you to think about pressing the low back down into the earth. So the navel presses back towards the spine presses down in towards the earth. From here, go ahead and lift the head and shoulders up, bringing the knees or the head in towards the knees. And then from here, extend the right leg long. So you're holding on to the left knee. And then we're going to switch, extending left leg, holding the right knee, and switch, and switch, switch, switch. Continue like this. Three more each side. And then hug knees into chest, release head and shoulders onto the earth. And we'll come into something similar, but we're going to add a twist. So you're going to extend both legs straight up to the sky and bring the palms together to touch. Maybe you can interlace the fingers, keeping the index fingers extended in your little yogi gun. And from here, go ahead and lift head and shoulders off of the earth. And now bring both hands outside the left leg and extend the right leg long. And now switch. Lift the right leg, take the arms over to the outside of the right leg, extending left leg long. Beautiful. And switch. 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 Continue like this. Breathe. One more each side. And then release. Hug knees into the chest, head and shoulders back onto the earth. Take a little rock side to side. Awesome. And from here, we're going to come into tabletop position. So feel free to get there however you'd like to get there. Stacking shoulders right above wrists and hips right above knees. Begin to move through your cat-cow. Inhaling to drop the belly, lift the gaze and the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine, press the earth away. Inhale to arch. Exhale, round. 3 more just like this. Move with your own breath. And then from here, come to sit on your heels towards the back of your mat. And we're going to come into some moon salutations, so Chandra Namaskar. So from sitting on your heels, you're going to inhale to kneel, so you're going to lift your seat up. Inhale, lifting the arms high. As you exhale, you're going to fold down into a child's pose. On your inhale, you're going to roll out through your cat spine, dropping the hips, opening the chest into a cobra pose. And as you exhale, you'll tuck the toes, lifting the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Step the right foot in between the hands, open the chest towards the front of your mat, and then step the left foot up to meet the right as you fold. On your inhale, come all the way up to stand, lifting the arms. Exhale, fold right back down over the legs. Take the right leg way back, find your low lunge. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, step left foot back, downward facing dog. As you inhale, drop the knees towards the earth, and as you exhale, bring the hips back, child's pose. Inhale, come up to kneel, lifting the arms high. Exhale, fold down, child's pose. Inhale, roll out through your cat spine, dropping the hips until you find your cobra pose. And as you exhale, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take the left foot in between the hands, open the chest to the front of the mat. Step right foot up to meet the left as you fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms lift high. Exhale, fold back down over the legs. Left leg goes way back, find your lunge. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, take right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the earth. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come up to kneel, lift the arms high. Exhale, fold down, child's pose. Inhale, roll out through your cat spine, drop the hips, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot between the hands as you inhale, open the chest. Exhale, left foot steps next to the right as you fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift the arms high. Exhale, fold over legs. Take the right foot way back. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, step left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the earth. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, come up to kneel. Lift the arms high. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, roll out through your cat spine. Drop the hips, cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, step right foot up and fold. Inhale, rise to stand, arms lift high. Exhale, fold over legs. Take left foot way back. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, take right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, knees to the earth. Exhale, seat to feet, child's pose. Take a couple cycles of breath here. And then from here, make your way into downward facing dog. Feel free to pedal the feet if you'd like, finding any movement. And as we settle into the shape of this pose, and on your inhale, you're going to come forward into plank pose. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more inhale, plank pose. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now we're going to come into something similar. If you want to drop the knees and just kind of take a peek here, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to come into this sort of twisted turbo dog thing. You're going to inhale to come forward into your plank pose, and from your plank you're going to drop both heels towards the right and then bend the knees. You're going to keep the gaze forward as you bring the hips back. You'll inhale, forward plank pose, drop the heels to the left, bend the knees, bring the hips back, keep the gaze forward. And we'll move that way a few times, right side, left side, right side, left side. So go ahead and meet me in downward facing dog. So here we go. Inhale, come forward, plank pose. Heels to the right, hips go back, keep the gaze forward. Inhale, plank. Exhale, heels to the left, hips back. Inhale, plank. Exhale, heels to the right. Inhale, plank. Exhale, heels to the left. One more each side. Inhale, plank. Exhale, heels to the right. Inhale, plank. Exhale, heels to the left. Inhale, plank pose, and downward facing dog. Go ahead and begin to walk the feet up to the hands. Find hip width distance between the feet. We'll come into a ragdoll fold here, so allow there to be a generous bend in the knees. Let the torso and head hang heavy. Maybe shaking the head out, yes, no. Check in with the entire back of the body. Now from here, we're gonna bring this into a twist. So you can open the feet maybe just a half an inch wider. Go ahead and inhale to lengthen the spine long, so halfway lift. Bring the left hand down in front of the face. Bring the right hand onto the sacrum. Take another inhale here, lengthening the spine. And as you exhale, you're going to twist to the right from the belly, the ribs, the shoulders, and then extend the right arm straight up to the sky. So see if you can keep the hips relatively even. If you'd like to bring a block underneath your hand here, this is a really nice place to bring a block to support you. And we've got 2 straight legs for right now. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, release right hand down. Bring right hand underneath the face, left hand onto the sacrum. Inhale to lengthen the spine long. Exhale, twist left from the belly, the ribs, the shoulders. Left arm extends to the sky. One more inhale. And exhale, release. We'll come to the other side once again. So bring left hand down. Inhale to lengthen the spine long. This time as you twist towards the right, allow the left knee to bend. So you're going to inhale to lengthen, exhale, twisting belly, ribs, shoulders. Allow the left knee to bend as you come into sort of a more pronounced twist here. The bending of the left knee allows you to open the chest towards the right a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, release. Right hand to the earth, straighten the left leg. We'll come into the other side. Right hand down, left hand to sacrum. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist left and bend the right knee as you do. Arm extends, left arm extends to the sky. One more inhale. And then exhale, release, left hand down. From here, bring the big toes to touch. Take an inhale to lengthen the spine long, and exhale, fold down over the legs. On your inhale, you're going to come all the way up to stand with a flat back. Arms are going to lift high. And exhale, bring hands into heart center. Alrighty, we're going to come into a round of Surya Namaskar B with some twists. So go ahead and bend the knees deeply, lift the arms, Utkatasana chair pose. Make sure that the weight is in the heels. You're tucking the pubic bone to the navel gently to take some of the arch out of the low back. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring the palms to touch at heart center. Inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right, hooking left elbow outside the right knee. Notice if the left knee juts out way past the right knee, bring it back in space. Press the palms into each other as you twist the torso towards the right. On an inhale, come to center. Stay low in the legs, lift the arms. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow hooks outside the right knee, or left knee. Press the palms into each other as you open the chest towards the left side. See your intentions here and twist towards them. Inhale to release to center, lift the arms. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step it back, find your plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, you can lower the knees or lower halfway chaturanga. Inhale for cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale, back downward facing dog. From here, step the right foot in between the hands. Left heel to the earth. Warrior one. Inhale, lift the torso. Your exhale is going to bring you right back down. Hands to the earth. Stepping right foot back. Lower halfway. Inhale, open chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands. Right heel to the earth. On your inhale, you'll lift up, warrior one. Exhale brings you right back down. Hands to the earth. Step left foot back. Flow through your vinyasa to downward facing dog. Taking a few rounds of breath here. On an inhale, lift the right leg up and back. Go ahead and bend the knee, open up the hip. So see if you can keep the shoulders square to the mat as much as possible. So you're finding a twist here. Notice if your belly's gone totally loose, firm up the belly, protect the low back. On an inhale, re-square the hip. Exhale, step the right foot in between the hands. We're coming into a low lunge. So go ahead and bring the left knee onto the earth. You're going to bring the left palm onto the earth next to the right foot, and you're going to open the right arm up to the sky, taking a twist towards the right leg. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, release the right hand down. And we're coming into an Ardha Hanumanasana. So begin here to straighten the right leg as you bring the hips back. If the earth feels really far away from your hands, please bring a couple blocks underneath the hands if you have them. Take an inhale to lengthen the heart towards the foot. And as you exhale, lower the torso towards the leg, a little or a lot, as much as feels okay. Make sure you're flexing that right foot, the toes coming back towards the face. And keep a really active quadricep here. So make sure that the top of the thigh is active. Alrighty, from here, rebend the right knee. And we're going to lift the torso. If you need some extra padding for your back knee, you can fold over your mat to give you a little extra cushion, or bring a blanket or a towel underneath that left knee. When you're ready, go ahead and lift the torso, finding your Anjaneyasana. Now from here, notice if you are dumping down into the hips here, and bring the pubic bone up towards the navel, so you're firming up the belly. Pull the right hip back in space, the left hip slightly forward, so that the hips are nice and even. From here, bring hands into heart center. Take an inhale to lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right, belly, ribs, shoulders, hook left elbow outside the right knee. It's okay to use the hands to help you there. And then palms together, press the palms into each other as you twist towards the right leg. Now from here, stay with me, tuck the back toes and lift the back knees. So turn this low lunge twist into a high lunge twist. Now look down at your right foot. See if you can keep the twist as you begin to shift the weight forward, bringing the left foot up to meet the right into your twisted chair pose. If you have to release the twist and come back into it, that's totally cool. Get there however you need to get there. And then go ahead and release the twist. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, stand up nice and tall, Tadasana. Take a moment here to close down the eyes. And remember what your intention is. What are you working towards? Or what will you be working towards? New moon is not the day we start to work on our intentions or goals. It is the day of planting the seed. And then in the coming days, the coming weeks, we bring that to life. Open the eyes, inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale, fold over legs. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, you can step or hop back, make your way through your vinyasa however you would like. And we'll all meet in downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, the left leg will lift up and back. Bend the left knee, open the hip, so stacking left hip on top of right. Notice if the right shoulder wants to drop down below the left, and see if you can keep the shoulders even facing your mat. Keep the belly nice and active as you find this twisted variation of a three-legged dog. On your inhale, go ahead and re-square the hip. And as you exhale, step left foot up between the hands, bringing the right knee onto the earth. Right palm will go flat, left arm will open up towards the sky, finding your twist here with the palm down. One more inhale. Exhale, release left hand to the earth. Coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. So straightening the left leg, bringing the hips back in space. Taking an inhale to lengthen the heart towards the foot. Make sure you're flexing the foot back towards the heart. And then lowering the torso as much as feels okay on that left hamstring. Active quadriceps, so you're pulling the kneecap up towards the hip point so that the quad stays really nice and active, helping to release into the hamstring. Go ahead and rebend the left knee. Again, pad up the right knee if you need some padding underneath that knee. And when you feel ready, we'll lift the torso for Anjaneyasana. Again, pubic bone up towards the navel. See if you can bring left hip back slightly, right hip forward, finding evenness in the hips. Hands to heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right, belly, ribs, shoulders, right elbow hooks outside the left leg, palms together, press the palms into each other as you twist. Imagine that your intentions come to life or hanging out just over that left shoulder. Twist towards your intention. And then from here, tuck the back toes and lift the back knee, coming into a high lunge twist. You're coming into that twisted chair, so look down at the right foot, begin to shift the weight forward, and then bring right foot up next to the left. Maybe you readjust the arms, finding your twisted Utkatasana. And on an inhale, release, lift the arms high. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose, standing up nice and tall. Taking a couple breaths here. Go ahead and open the eyes. From here, we're coming into pyramid pose. So the left leg is going to go back, and you want to be in a shortened stance. So you're not going to take the left leg as back as you do for your lunges or for your warriors. It's a bit of a shorter stance. You want both hips facing straight forward. Both heels are on the earth. From here, bring hands onto hips. Take an inhale to lengthen the crown of the head to the sky. And as you exhale, you're going to hinge at the hips, lead with the chest as you begin to fold over the right leg. And as you come down, you can bring the hands onto the earth, or maybe bring the hands onto two blocks if the earth feels like it's too far away. I want you to take an inhale here as you extend the crown of the head forward and pull the right leg up into the hip socket. So find even hips. And then you're going to lower the chest down towards the leg a little or a lot, as much as feels okay on that right hamstring. And on your inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. We're coming into a revolved triangle. So left hand is going to come down either to the inside of the right foot. I personally really like to bring my hand right onto the right foot, or you can bring it to the outside of the right foot for a bigger twist. Please bring a block to any one of these places, to the inside or outside, not onto your foot, to bring the earth up to meet you. So place the left hand where you want to place it. Bring the right hand onto the sacrum. Inhale, lengthen crown of the head forward. Exhale, twist to the right, belly, ribs, shoulders. Once you're there, you'll lift the right arm up towards the sky and maybe lift your gaze up towards the right thumb. Pull shoulder blades down the back, so keep space in the neck. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release the right hand to the earth. Now from here, we're coming into a revolved half moon. So it's going to be a similar shape. I do recommend a block for this pose. So you're going to bring all the weight onto the right leg. The left leg is going to lift. The left hand is right underneath the left shoulder, either on the block or on the earth. And the right arm is going to open up towards the sky, coming into a twist. So you're similarly twisted as in your revolved triangle, but you're on one leg. Really reach actively through the left heel towards the back of your space. One more inhale. And exhale, release the right hand onto the earth. Take the left foot way back. Palms go flat. Release the right foot back. Take a vinyasa here or head straight to downward facing dog. Whatever it is that you need. We're going to come into that on the other side. So take the left foot up between the hands. Right foot will step up to shorten your stance. Once you have that there, keep a bend in the left knee as you lift the torso all the way up to stand. So we're going to step up our pyramid pose on this side the same way as the other side from an upright position. So find your stance. You want space between the legs, both heels on the earth, 2 straight legs. Hands onto hips. Inhale, lengthen crown of the head to the sky. Exhale, hinge at the hips as you bring the torso down over the legs. Bring hands onto the earth or onto blocks. Take an inhale here to lengthen the crown of the head forward. Pull the left leg up into the hip socket. And then from there, maybe you fold over the leg a little bit deeper. Or maybe you stay a little bit more lifted depending on how it feels on your left hamstring. And inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. You're coming into your revolved triangle here. So again, decide where you'd like to bring the right hand. Inside edge of the foot, outside edge of the foot, maybe right onto the foot, maybe onto a block. Decide what works for you here. Left hand will come onto the sacrum. Inhale, lengthen the crown of the head forward. Exhale, twist to the left from the belly, the rims, the shoulders. Lifting the left arm up to the sky, maybe taking the gaze up towards the left fingertips. One more inhale. Exhale, bring left hand down. Coming into that revolved half moon, so I suggest a block underneath the right hand. So we want right hand to be right underneath the right shoulder as you bring all the weight onto the left leg, lifting the right leg towards the back of your space. And then from here, the left arm will begin to lift up towards the left. Reach through the right heel. One more inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, step the right foot way back, palms to the earth, step left foot back, vinyasa here, or downward facing dog. From here, we're going to come onto a seat, so you can bring the shins down and then sit back on your seat. We're coming into a Navasana boat pose. So feet are flat on the mat. Make sure you're sitting up on sit bones and you're not rolling back on tailbone, so you want to be able to lift the chest nice and tall. Begin to lean back as you lift the feet off the earth. So we're going to bring the shins parallel to the ground. Hands can stay behind the thighs, or you can extend the arms long if you'd like. Now from here, go ahead and cross the right ankle over the left. And you're going to take the left hand and take hold of the left foot, so the foot that's underneath. Bring the right hand behind you like a little kickstand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist towards the right. Maybe you keep the knees bent. Maybe you play with straightening them. And maybe you play with lifting your right hand off the earth towards the wall behind you. See if you can play with that balance. And then we'll release. Bring the right hand down to support you as you undo your twist. Release the legs onto the earth. We've got to do the other side. So we'll come back into your Navasana boat pose. Set it up. Lean it back. Lift it heart. Shins parallel to the earth. Hands can stay behind the thighs. Maybe you extend the arms. Here we go. We're going to cross the left ankle over the right. Right hand is going to take hold of the right foot. Left hand is going to come behind you. Lift the chest up towards the legs and then twist towards the left side. Maybe the knees stay bent. Maybe you play with straightening them. And then from here, maybe you play with lifting the left hand. It's a big maybe. And take one more breath here. And then we'll release, coming back to center, releasing the legs. Go ahead and bring soles of the feet flat onto the earth. Hug the legs, bringing the forehead down towards the knees. Maybe a gentle rock side to side. And from here we'll come into a Janu Shirsasana. So extend both legs long, and again make sure you're sitting up on sit bones and not on tailbone. And from here we'll bring the sole of the left foot in towards the inside of the right leg, so like your tree pose legs. And turn the torso towards your extended right leg. So this is a mild twist here as you turn towards that right leg. Take an inhale to lengthen the crown of the head high towards the sky. And as you exhale, reach the heart towards the foot as you begin to lower the torso. So see if you can keep a really long spine here. Make sure that you are flexing the right foot, bringing the toes back towards the heart. So there's sort of like this foot-heart love affair going on here, where they're trying to reach towards each other. See if you can visualize that as you come into this pose. And then gently begin to lift the torso up high. And we're going to switch sides. So left leg extends long, right leg comes in, finding your tree pose like shape. Turn the torso towards your extended left leg. So there's this mild twist. Inhale to lengthen tall towards the sky. And exhale, heart towards the foot. And then gently lifting the torso. You're going to keep the left leg extended long. Lift the right knee up towards the sky, so sole of the right foot is flat on the earth. And then take the right leg and cross it over the left. So the sole of the right foot will come flat onto the earth, just to the outside of the left knee. Make sure you're flexing the left foot. Take an inhale here to lengthen tall. We're coming into a twist. So you can bring the right hand back behind you as your kickstand. Take an inhale here to lengthen. Exhale, twist towards the right from the belly, the ribs, the shoulders. Option 2, hug the right leg with the left arm, or if you want to come into a deeper twist, you can hook the left elbow to the outside of the right leg. And as you come into your twist here, bringing the gaze over towards the right shoulder. Make sure you're not collapsing into this right hand. This hand is here just as a gentle kickstand, helping you to find length in the spine. And on your inhale, turn the head back to center, followed by the shoulders, the ribs, and the belly. Extending the right leg long. Left knee towards the sky, cross the left foot over the right. Sole of the left foot flat outside the edge of the right knee. Inhale here to lengthen tall towards the sky, bring the left hand behind you. As you exhale, twist to the left from the belly, the ribs, the shoulders. Find the arm variation here with the right arm that feels good on this side, and then you'll bring the gaze to look over the left shoulder. On an inhale, turn the head back to center, followed by shoulders, ribs, and belly. And then from here, undo the crossing of the legs and come onto your back. Once you get there, you can hug the knees in towards the chest, giving them a loving squeeze. And from here, we'll come into a happy baby. So extend the feet up towards the sky. Take hold of the inside or outside edges of the feet as you pull the feet towards the earth. Press your tailbone towards the earth at the same time. Find a length in the spine. And then maybe a gentle rock side to side, you know, like a baby. And then from here, we'll come into one last twist. Hug the knees in towards the chest, and you'll cross the right leg over the left. And you can either bring the sole of the left foot flat onto your mat and then take a twist, or you can hug the knees into the chest and take a twist from there. So maybe play with both of those and see which one feels better. And take that. Make sure that the right shoulder is staying down on the earth, and then you can bring your gaze over towards the right hand, so looking over the right shoulder. See your intention in the space. And plant the seed of it here and now, so that it might grow and bloom over the coming weeks. Go ahead and lift back up to center. And we'll change the crossing of the legs. So left leg will come over right, and again, you decide if you'd like to bring the right foot onto the mat and from there take a twist, or if you'd like to hug the legs farther in towards the chest and take a twist from there. Left shoulder stays on the earth. And imagine that the seed of your intention is hanging out just beyond the left shoulder. Complete your twist by bringing the gaze over towards it. Go ahead and lift back up to center. Undo the crossing of the legs and give them one last loving squeeze. If there are any final movements that your body is craving before you find stillness in Shavasana, feel free to pause this video and take whatever that is. Otherwise, if you're ready to find stillness, come on with me into Shavasana. Extending the legs long, feet wide, arms by the sides of the body with the palms turned up in a gesture of receiving. Go ahead and take a big breath in, filling up the belly. Open the mouth and let it go. Take 2 more like that. Inhale deep, fill up the belly. Open the mouth, sigh it out. 1 more, biggest breath you've taken today. Let it go. Allow your breath to become natural and spontaneous, moving on its own rhythm in and out of the body. If you have more time for Shavasana, please do stay. And otherwise, start to bring some gentle movement into fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Extend the arms long overhead and take a nice long stretch. And bring soles of the feet flat onto your mat and roll onto the side of your choice. And use the top hand to help press you up as you make your way into a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall, bringing the palms to touch at heart center. And let's seal this practice with the sound of Om. Big inhale. Thank you so much for allowing me to lead you in this practice today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here on the mat. I invite you to take some time and maybe journal about your new moon intentions. Putting these ideas down into words on paper really helps in making them a reality. I will meet you right back here on the mat next time.